What's good, guys? Pardon the camera angle if it keeps slipping. My phone is hooked to my screen with a Octobuddy, so if it keeps moving, that's why. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get on here and say, alright, so this is gonna be my first video. I'm Dempsey, I'm just a regular fucking kid, but I feel like, my insight could be worth your while, because I just wanted to get on here and say, if others can, why can't you? Like, that's the lesson in today's video. That's what I want to get through to your guys' heads, right? So let's just give you a little bit of insight on me. This is gonna keep slipping. I am a regular ass kid, right? I'm 18. I like to go out and party. I like to drink, I like to smoke. I like to get with girls. I like to hang out with my friends. And for the longest time, I realized, damn, this really isn't fulfilling, And it wasn't until I found trading, and I'm not here to try and teach you guys how to trade, all right? That's not what this is. This is my story, all right? I found trading, and it taught me a lot of things. It just taught me a lot of things. It taught me how to be a better person, how to be more confident, how to not second guess myself, and how to realize that bad shit's gonna happen, and it's just a matter of statistics, okay? And you know what else is a matter of statistics? If you're going to succeed or not. You're not always going to succeed. I may not succeed in following my dreams, but at least I'm going to try. I don't want to be that guy when I'm 80 living some boring ass life and regretting every decision I ever made because I didn't try. I would rather fail trying to achieve my dreams than never knowing what could have been, And that's the mindset you have to have. And that brings me to my first point of, think of every successful person that there's ever been in the world. Once upon a time, they were born. They were a baby, they were a kid, they were a teenager, they grew up. They were the same person that I was. Maybe they were different, they had a different upbringing, I had a pretty decent upbringing. I think I'm a pretty decent kid. My parents are great people. I live in a nice house. I live in a great area, Nothing really bad ever happens. Nothing bad ever happens to me. I'm very lucky. I'm very grateful and fortunate, alright? But everyone started at the position where they were a stupid teenager and they came to the point in life where they had a choice, right? They had a choice to feed into the bad energy, and they had a choice to feed into the good energy. And me right now, I'm conscious that I have that decision, and I am doing as much as I can to feed into the good energy and to starve the bad energy. I don't want any of the bad energy, I'm out at the beach right now, I have my book, 50 pages in 2 days. Sure, that's not a lot. I haven't read a book in like 5 years. So this is big for me. I feel great when I do this. And I'm realizing slowly as time goes on how good I feel doing things that feed the good energy versus how good I feel doing things that feed the bad energy, like going out and drinking now. Every single time I go out and drink, I feel guilty. And I don't know if that's just me personally, I don't know if that's everybody, but I do. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I should be doing something better, more productive. I feel like I should be working harder. I feel like I don't have the time to slack. And I get really caught up in the idea of relaxing and letting loose and partying and stuff, that it consumes me. And I realize that I'm just an extreme type of person, in that I have to decide whether to feed majority good or feed majority bad. And I really can't, I just can't have a great balance. I have to be over the ledge on one of the other sides. And I always used to feed all the bad energy. I used to smoke every single day. I would drink every single weekend. I'd worry strictly about girls and what the move is for the day, what the move is for the weekend. And that is draining. And what that does is drains the good energy and replaces it with bad energy that you don't want. You don't want that energy. And every successful person that there's ever been in the world, I'm not successful, I'm 18, you know, but I could only hope and dream and try, right? And every single successful person, that was once them. They once had this decision, and what do? They fed the good energy. And whose decision is that? It's not anybody else's other than yours. There's no course that you could buy, there's no video that you could watch, there's nothing that you could do that'll make a snap, that'll completely change everything, that'll make you the person that you want to be. The only thing that can make you the person that you want to be is to slowly become that person. You have to envision it in your head. You have to close your eyes and think about, what does my dream self do? What does my dream self do on their free time? What do they do at work? What do they do for work? You know, how do they work? What's their work ethic? How do they think? How do they talk to people? Are they nice? Are they rude? Do they put people up, or do they put people down? Do they just play video games all day? Do they smoke every day and night? Do they drink every weekend? Do they party every weekend? No, that's not what your dream self does. Your dream self works hard. Your dream self is mindful. Your dream self gives yourself time. They give themselves time to think, to self-improve, you know. Maybe they read, maybe they meditate, maybe they run, they work out. No, they do those things, because that's things that successful people do. That's things that bring you success. Do they sit on their phone all day and scroll on fucking TikTok? Fuck no. Do they sit in their bed all day? Do they sit on the couch all day, watch TV? No, that's not what they're doing. They're making things happen. They have a vision, and they are chasing their vision. They're chasing their dreams. And I realized that about the time I started trading. I realized what I wanted my life to look like, what I had to do to get there, and how I was going to do it. And so I'm drawing a blank. And I came to that realization, a little while ago, just about under a year ago, when I started trading, right? And slowly over time, I just started trying to become that person. I just found myself enjoying the things that make me uncomfortable more. I started enjoying bettering myself, and I realized how good it made me feel. And then I also realized how bad the bad energy made me feel, and it just clicked in. And then I guess there was a moment when there was just a click, but I didn't realize the click had happened until it was over, until it had already clicked, until months had passed, and I look at myself and I reflected on myself, and I realized, damn, I haven't been smoking, I've been reading, I've been working, I've been chasing my goals, I've been preaching what I'm praying. And I think that that's very important. It all starts with how you're thinking. And that brings me to the law of manifestation. Sure, call me gay, you know, call me whatever you want. Not that being gay is bad, right? But just say whatever you want about it. It's fucking real, okay? I have the mindset right now that I'm gonna get anything in life that I really want. I'm gonna succeed in my dreams. My dreams are gonna come true. I'm gonna be successful. Sure, I hope, and all I can hope for is that this message influences people and motivates people and inspires people. That's really my dream, is to be an inspiration, alright? And how am I gonna be an inspiration if I'm dicking off every single day, fucking around every single day, not working towards my dreams? My dreams aren't gonna happen. They don't just happen by miracles. Miracles don't exist. But if you work hard, the harder you work, the more likely miracles will happen, the better luck you will have. And that's fact. And there's nothing you can do to change that. So that just leads me to the point where it becomes a choice. You have a choice. Do what you know is right, or do what you know is wrong. And I'm gonna choose do what you know is right. Sure, I'm not gonna choose it every single time. You know, there's going to be times where I'm tired. There's going to be times where I'm feeling unmotivated. There's going to be times where I want to stay in bed when I wake up. There's going to be times where I want to scroll on my phone before I go to bed. There's going to be times where I don't want to get up and do some shit. And while you don't, maybe say 50% of the times that it's hard, you make the right choice. That's perfect. That's all it takes. No, it takes 60%. It takes just enough to the point where you're tipping, say this is good, this is bad. You want to be just the point where you're tipping into the good, so the good can fill you. And the more that you're facing the good, the more and more and more pressure the good is going to have on you, until it just completely engulfs you and you're engulfed in the good energy. And honestly, I don't think that right now I could go back a few months and to be back to like how I was and to be just a fucking piece of shit. I couldn't do that, because I know what it feels like to chase the good energy. I know what it feels like to feel good doing good things, and that is more fulfilling than any high I've ever had, any party I've ever been to, any girl I've ever gone with. There's nothing that feels better than working for things. And that's what I'm going to continue to preach, and that's what I hope that you guys get from this. No one is going to do it for you. No one did it for Elon Musk. No one did it for Jeff Bezos. No one did it for Mr. Beast. No one did it for anybody that's successful. I was listening to this podcast today with Mr. Beast and Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan. I listen to this podcast every day. I was listening to it, and they were talking about how Mr. Beast, from the time that he was 15 years old, which is 13 years ago, I believe. Yeah, something like that, right? Or no, I think it was like when he was 12 or some shit. It was 17 years ago. He started posting on YouTube. Posted very consistently. Not until was he 19. So 5, 6, 7 years. Yeah. 5, 6, 7 years before he started even seeing results. Isn't that crazy? And guess what? He just didn't give up. Guess how many people told him, yo, what you're doing is retarded. Yo, you're never gonna make it. Yo, you're wasting your time. Yo, you can't make YouTube a career. Yo, you're not gonna be successful following your dreams. You're not gonna achieve your dreams. Your dreams are too far-fetched. It's not possible. What is he doing now, bro? He just fucking went to the pyramid. He just went inside the pyramids, bro. He went on top of the Empire State Building, or the tallest building, I don't know. Dude, he's doing shit. Has like 1 billion views a month. He's doing shit that 10 years ago he didn't even imagine he could do. And what do you guys think his mindset was during that time? Do you guys think that he was feeding the bad energy? Do you guys think that he was surrounding himself with shit people? Do you guys think that he was doing shitty things? Just fucking, I mean, I guess he was playing video games all day, but at least he was making videos. At least in playing video games all day, he was chasing his dream. That's what matters. It doesn't matter what your dream is. It matters that you're chasing it. And the universe will see that. The universe will see the effort that you put in. The universe knows what laziness is and what effort is. And if you put effort into being lazy, the universe will see the effort instead of being lazy. And the universe will reward that. And the universe will give you the things that you want. And that is what the law of manifestation is. Or I guess the law of attraction. What you put into the world, the energy that you put into the universe, it has to give it back. It has to match your vibration. If you have a positive vibration, it has to match it. And that's just how it works. You know? This is my first video. I'm not really great at talking to the camera yet. I stutter a lot. I lose my train of thought a lot. But I'm going to try and post. No, I will post. Every single day for the past few weeks, I've been coming and just chilling in nature every single day during the week and giving myself mindfulness time. And I think that's very important because it's making me realize that my vibration and my energy is just growing stronger and stronger and higher. The more I do it, the more in touch I am with the universe, and the more in touch I am with myself. And that's what matters. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that one day, I know that one day I will be successful, and I will be one of those people I have mentioned previously. There will be people in 20 years being like, do you guys remember Dempsey when he was a kid? Look at him now. That's my dream. That's my dream. And I want you guys to follow your dreams, you know? And the hard truth, the pill that you have to swallow is that it doesn't start with anything other than yourself trying to become the better you. That's the starting point, is you doing one thing every day that the person that you want to be would do. If the person you want to be doesn't go out and parties all the time, then why are you still going out and partying all the time? Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change if you want something and you don't take action. Take action. Take action. Take action. Nothing's gonna change if you don't take action. That's the rule I live by. And as hard as it can be sometimes, the harder it is, the more important. The more important it is. When I'm trading, the more stressed out I get, the more anxious I get, the more greedy I get. That's when it's most important for me to follow my rules, for me to stay disciplined, for me to trust my model. That's when it's the most important. When I'm tired in bed and I want to go on my phone, when the group chat's blowing up, on a Friday night when 50 fucking people have posted the same party, the whole group chat wants to go, that's when it's the fucking most important. That's when it's the most important that you say, nah man, I'm busy tonight, nah, I got something to do with the family. No, you fucking don't. You have work to do. Hit the fucking gym, bro. I mean, I guess you don't have to hit the gym on a Friday night, just go in the fucking afternoon. But do some work, bro. Do some work for yourself. Don't fucking live your life on other people's time. Live on your own time. Take the action. Take the action. Take the action. That's what I want you to get from this video. Take the fucking action, because no one's gonna take it for you. Think about, just try to imagine, just conceptualize, 20 years from now, you're working at fucking Walmart, and your boss, who's younger than you, is pissing you off. He's like, yo, Dempsey, you're such a fucking loser, bro. You're really gonna be 30 working at Walmart, like in your prime years where you should be the most successful. How'd you end up here? How'd you end up working at Walmart at 30 years old? And what are you gonna say? You're gonna be like, I just could never be the person I wanted to be, it could never happen. And the secret, I'll tell you, to becoming the person that you want to be is knowing that you already are the person you want to be. That's how I did it. I convinced myself time and time again. So many people would be like, Dempsey, you're not going to be successful. Dempsey, the training's not going to work out. Dempsey, your TikTok or YouTube, it's all failing. It's stupid. It's not worth it. And that made me so mad. And it didn't make me mad. It made me happy, honestly, because it proves that I can prove people wrong. And it proves that people are noticing that I'm changing. And I feel like I'm kind of just going off now and off topic, off on a rant. But it goes back to, if you believe that you already are that person, you will start to make those choices. You will start to feed into the good energy. You will start to take action, and you won't realize it. That's the thing. You won't realize it till down the line. You'll be like, damn, I actually fucking locked in. You're not going to realize when you're locking in. Unless you make a big change and you're like, all right, fuck this shit, I'm locking in. But that's not how it really was for me. I kind of just slowly locked in, because I just started realizing, feed the good energy, feed the good energy, feed the good energy. That's what the universe has repeatedly put in my face. Feed the good energy, not the bad energy. And that's what I've been doing. And that's why I'm about to drop 20 minutes of fucking sauce for you guys. And the chances realistically of someone sitting here through this entire 20 minutes of my first big video really are zero. And that kind of just proves that I'm just talking to myself, which is kind of sad. But you know, I don't care. I'm enjoying this conversation with myself. I'm enjoying getting these thoughts out in the air. I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm not gonna do anything. I'll throw a fucking thumbnail on it and a title, and I'll post it. And I'll feel fulfilled. I will be fulfilled not by the number of views and likes I get, by knowing I took 20 minutes out of my day today to post a video, to make a video, to help people. It doesn't matter if the people are helped, it's the fact that I tried. That's what counts. It's the action, not the outcome. The action, not the outcome. And eventually, if you keep repeating the action, the outcome will come. That's facts. It's probability. That's facts. So take action. Take action, take action, take action.